OMG. You are the best you. Y'all, Florida is showing out right now. Florida is showing out when I tell you guys it is raining cats, dogs, goats, squirrels, elephants right now. The sky's ripping up, child. But here, let me play some music. Maybe that'll help even some stuff out. Okay. So, for any of you guys that do not know who I am, hi, hello, my name is Naja, aka the Voodoo Child, and this is my Tribe Tea segment. If you guys don't know what that is, that's basically when my viewers send in their stories and I give advice. Y'all give advice in the chat. Shout out to the chat. Hold on, let me put the chat on the screen. What's up, guys? I have not seen you guys in so long. Thank you so much for all the compliments on my hair. I'm like really getting into 80s wigs recently. I haven't been this much into 80s stuff since high school. But thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much. It definitely has been a minute. I've always been really authentic with this segment, and like y'all know, I've been going through a lot in my personal life, and like my energy, I can't just be draining myself week after week, y'all understand. So I'm happy that I can come this Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, Tribe. Shout out to Karina, Brianna, Jay, Monique, Phyllis, Jaleesa, Breeza. Well, I like Breeza. Pushing, please. Oh my God. Pushing, please. Yes. Shout out to all of you guys. And shout out to all of you guys that pre-ordered the calendars. Thank you so much. I did not think that many people were going to pre-order. I know I keep saying that week after week, but like dead ass, I took a picture and everything. Yeah, not going to get emotional. Let me not forget to drink this water. Hold on. Oh my goodness. I was so freaking happy. I took it off of the site for now because I was getting a little overwhelmed. People were buying like a little too close to the ship out date where you wouldn't really get it in time for the pre-order promise. So I had to take it down, but I am going to have my site back up in I think like 2 business days. Shout out to Kaylin, by the way, for the donation. Shout out to you. Y'all do not have to donate, but I always appreciate it. They said, yeah, so there might be a fucking tornado. Great. Thank you, Caitlin. They said, child, these daily Jacksonville thunderstorms, good to see ya. Look, did you just get the alert? It's good to see you too. I'm so sorry to anyone's ears. Like, I'm so sorry. I did not expect that to happen. Apologies in advance. That hurt me too, but I could only imagine because it was right by the mic. I'm so sorry. But cats, dogs, hogs, goats, I'm still about to go. I consider myself at this point a Floridian for real. And like, I ain't scared of no hurricanes. I ain't scared of none of that. So we're about to keep going. But before I got into it, I did want to thank all of you guys. I did order the calendars. All of you guys that have reached out to me behind the scenes to check up on me because I usually post so much more. I've just been grieving in private. But yeah, I was so excited about the calendars. I'm going to post a vlog and stuff showing you guys the behind the scenes with that. But they will be available within the next week for anybody that didn't get a chance to get them. So today we are going to be reading about 4 different stories. The first one is the one that is in the thumbnail. I got scammed by someone pretending to be a spiritualist, and I can't wait to talk about that. The next one is just called The Herp Girl. The one after that is the time I found out my dad was cheating on my mom and kept it a secret. And the last one is it really my business, though? Is it really my motherfucking business? Shout out to one of my fave supporters in the chat. My back hurts for the donation. My back been killing me lately. I gotta hit the roller. They said, hey, so my birthday is coming up soon on the 27th of September. Ooh, I am turning 18, and in my country, I can legally buy alcohol? What? Any recommendations? Thanks. That's crazy. They about to let y'all drink alcohol at 18. I don't know. Let me think. I mean, technically, in my opinion, I feel like it's not that bad for teenagers to drink like wine and stuff. Like, um, I don't know because everything that I like to drink when I was being bad myself, looking back, it's just not good for you. Just very sugary, gives you headaches. Like, I don't know. And then the Floridian in me just wants to tell you to get like a fireball or something. Like, I don't know what to tell you. I feel bad suggesting that to an 18-year-old, but thank you so much for the support. It always makes my day when I see you in the chat. Like, real talk. I really do appreciate it. Yes, y'all say get some Moscato. Get some like bubbly or something. That's a nice little starter. But I'm trying to think. Do I have any more housekeeping to do before I get into these stories? I do have some receipts for the first story. I'm not going to be showing all the receipts because I don't want to out somebody. Y'all will get what I'm saying when I get to it. I know some of y'all are like, girl, what you mean you scared to out a scammer? And it's like, no, like, y'all will see what I'm talking about when we get to it. But yeah, I think that's all the housekeeping we got. Make sure y'all have your I think the Capri Suns are good now. Y'all can get your Capri Suns or your Moscato, like we said. Or if you're like me, get your last swig of water. And yeah, let's get into this first story. The first one is called I Got Scammed by Someone Pretending to Be a Spiritualist. Now, this is something that happens a lot online nowadays because it is really popular to talk about spirituality, new age healing, shadow work, inner child work, all that stuff. These are trigger words on social media, and people prey on the fact that people use social media as a tool of healing, and they just do sick stuff like this. So off rip, I could already clock like who this person is, and shout out to you. I always love when I see you in the chat, especially on the podcast. So shout out to you. I just don't know if you're in. Oh no, yeah, you are in here for sure. Shout out to you. So, hey Naja, I hope all is well with you. Daniel and little Spodie. Yeah, she is doing good. Daniel's doing better. I absolutely love all of your content, especially Naja and Daniel. I try to watch the podcast live as much as I can, but my DJ gigs are getting in the way. Okay, DJ, that is so interesting. That is so freaking cool. By the way, do not worry about it. Our podcast will always be there. You can always go back and click the link. Go do you a little set, Go do you, right. So, basically, she says, I'm sharing this story because it was very humbling and I thought someone like me could never get scammed. A little info about me. My name is Ebony. You can use my real name. And I go by Ebony Unrated in the chat. Okay, you're in here. Yay. Because I was like, I don't know if I want to say your name or not. It's because I see you in the chat. But hey, I'm so glad that you're here. And they are a Sagittarius rising and a sun, and their moon is in Aries. So shout out to all of my Sagittarius and my Aries in the chat. Make sure that you guys drop your zodiac signs in the chat, by the way. So we have I have been feeling pretty low lately, so I'm not surprised that I got. Between getting over a cold and just everyday life stuff, your girl has really been struggling. I'm doing everything in my power to get by, and it still doesn't feel enough. So when I received a DM to get a reading done, I was not opposed to the idea. For reference, I have never paid for a reading before. It was always something my friends who practice did for me out of kindness. And to be quite honest, a lot of the times it felt more like guidance or reassurance versus getting something tangible out of the experience. So when this person came to me about doing a reading, I wasn't sure what the process looked like. So I reached out to a friend who I know is who is well versed on the subject, but my impatient ass already started texting them. Girl, look, here's my thing. You will never get a DM, and this is for all of my people, obviously, who, may have this happen to them. Look. if you get a DM from anybody saying they'll give you a free reading or anything like that, like that's a red flag, because for a reading you need tons of information on a person. It takes cooperation from both sides. It's not something that you just want and done, and it's usually a service that people who are, well versed in giving natal chart readings or whatever they're into, it's like you're over here just ruining. I'm sorry, I'm reading ahead because I just would be so mad if someone did this to my business. Like, I would just be so mad if someone did this to my business. But yeah, sorry, I got a little sidetracked. When somebody makes this their business, they're not really just going to just be willing to just give stuff out for free. Does that make sense? Like, they're going to have people hitting them up for their services. They're not going to be going out their way to just hit you up, right? And if they do, it's going to be free. There's not going to be no Cash App, no Venmo, no PayPal, no nothing. They're just going to be like, hey, I've been feeling your energy. Can I do such and such? If that's what they want to do. But it's just like you're just asking a stranger for their natal chart. That is creepy. I agree, Royal. That's very creepy. So I thought that I was familiar with the user behind the Instagram account, so I trusted them in that moment. But when my friend got back to me with only questions and concerns, I knew I had messed up. My friend was asking what the scammer's lineage was, like what is their spiritual hygiene practices, who trained them, like. Then she said to me, spiritualists do not solicit readings. Exactly. I felt my heart drop to my stomach because I realized that I had just got scammed. So let's look at these text messages. And yes, that is also true. And correct me if I'm saying your name incorrectly. Briza in the chat said readers have to have permission. Like, yeah, you need consent. You can't just... No, that's not how it works. It's not how it works. So let's get into these text messages, or these DMs, excuse me. So this is our guy or girl or whoever. I don't know. I purposely did not show the Instagram handles because I did go and look it up to see if this fraudulent page is still up. And it's not. But there is somebody who has a similar name, and I just don't want to drive traffic over there and like cause confusion, right? But just know that this person like purposely put an extra letter to deceive fans of an actual astrology page. So say if the page was called Gemini 4L, right? This scammer made a page called Gemini 4LL, right? Same picture, same profile picture, same pictures on their page, same everything, right? Right? So this person is intentionally trying to deceive fans of one specific Instagram account. And mind you, this account is not a they don't do readings or anything. They literally just post zodiac astrology content type, like not even. So this person even knew to go after people who followed an account that just had an interest but maybe wasn't as well versed. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I feel like I would be so pissed if somebody did this to me in my business. Like, I would be so pissed off. But anyway, so I said, can I consider you for a reading? And our friend said, hey, how much are they? A text session? Text? How you gonna read somebody through text? $60. Audio session is $100. And a FaceTime session is $150. These prices, $150, $200 is the general price that you would pay for like a license. Like come on now. Like, this is crazy to me. This is so crazy. This person is so bold. Like, this is so bold. I really wish in a perfect world, I really wish you wouldn't have asked how much. And I just wanted to see how they were going to finesse their way into like making you think you needed to pay for it. She's talking about you could choose a session that you can afford. Oh, thanks. You're making it easy for me to just give you my money. Thanks for that. Peace and blessings. Appreciate you. Like, what the hell? They talking about some. Oh, and better yet, I have some over here too because I didn't want to put all of them on the screen, because I didn't have enough space. Okay, so all the sessions are very long and in depth. Okay, I'm about to say I can't even scroll. Until you are satisfied, and you'll be able to ask any questions. What day or time are you available? Oh my God. Okay. I swear I'm okay, y'all. I swear. Okay. What day or time are you available? I'm available now. I'm available right now. Give me your freaking money. Or anytime you want. I can book your session. You just tell me what day or time is okay. I will book your appointment for it because I am the one drawn to you. Is it just me, or is it this person is trying to like tell you, actually, I'm not even about to give you the option to pick when you have an appointment. I'm about to tell you when you about to slide. Like, is it just me? That was very demanding, low key. So what else? Because this one didn't make the cut. They said, well, I am free right now. And the girl said, okay, good. We can do it now. What is your sign? What is your sun sign to proceed with the reading? I am a Sag. Okay, love. What payment app do you... Oh, my God. They said love. Whenever they say love or hun, my heart hurts. My heart hurts. By the way, shout out to Nyala in the chat. I didn't say hey to you today, girl. What's up? They said, is Cash App okay? And the girl was like, yeah, should I send the Cash App tag to you? I will send it. Now, look, this is where Miss Mama's messed up. She sent you her real Cash App. She sent you her real Cash App. And I'm going to say her name because she a scammer. So our friend was like, send me yours and I'll send me your Snapchat and I will send you the $60. And they said, okay, and sent them the snap. Send it to that Cash App tag. I will also be going on with the reading now. And they were like, okay, cool. And you can do it all through the IG DMs. You don't need my phone number, right? Like, girl. They said, anyhow, it doesn't matter to me. Now, the Cash App actually had the scammer's real name. So they were like, is this Alessandra? Alejandra? I don't know. She was like, yes, love. Send it on over. Send me that money. Send it over here. And our friend was like, well, I sent it. I sent it. And I sent it using my sun sign. And they're like, LOL, that's cool. Send me a screenshot that you sent it. And it says right there, big as day, Alejandra Perez, the most common name in the universe. Oh my goodness, that's probably a burner Cash App. Jeez Louise. So here, let's get back to the story. Hold on. So Naja, I know you and the tribe are probably gagging right now because how? I know. And this is why I'm sharing, because it could really happen to anyone. And I felt pretty dumb after the fact because all the points my friends made were valid. And the real kicker is that if I was a little more patient and paid more attention to detail, I would have been able to spot that the IG account that DM'd me was not the actual page. Essentially, they just cloned them and were pretending to be them. And they did hit up the actual person whose business Instagram they were mimicking, essentially. And they were like, sent the screenshot of that Instagram. And they said, I honestly thought it was your account. And yes, without thinking, can you confirm if this is you or not? If it's not, I'm going to try to get my money back. So it was really cool, that account, the real account. And I know y'all have seen the little display pic here and there. Y'all see how similar this looks, right? And they said, that is not me at all. Thank you so much for confirming. Of course. So then this person, again, because I don't want to put their social media on blast, but the real person like went on their socials, and they have around like over 20,000 followers on Instagram. And they basically tagged the page and was like, this is a scammer. I will never, ever DM you about a love or astrology reading. I am not an astrologer. I am just an enthusiast. I might DM you to flirt, LOL, but never for money. Please, please never give your money to anyone like this, ever. And then they tagged them again in another post and said, this person is a scammer. Several of you have DM'd me about this. This is not me at all. Please report this account. They have 2 Y's at the end. So as of today, the account is gone, child. I don't see no account. The account is gone. I do see somebody who has a really similar name, but I'm not trying to stick no dogs on them. So, where was I at? I almost lost my spot. Sorry, y'all. That rain. Sorry about that. So, essentially, they cloned the other person's account. Luckily, I was able to report an issue with the transaction and will potentially get my $60 refunded by the end of the week. But still, I feel like an idiot. This experience reminded me that I need to just slow it down and not be so trusting in people I meet on social media. I included more screenshots because I feel like the exchange via DMs can print a better picture. Many lessons were learned, and I hope this serves as a warning for anyone who follows these spiritualists on social media. No one is safe online. Thank you so much for reading. And here is the text message. She actually got confronted by our friend here about the scam. Yep. So they're over here talking about, yeah, I'm going to type out the reading in a little bit. Just hang tight. So my good friend here talking about, hey, the person that runs the real account, this is their name. I don't know if it's Charmy or Charmy. But I'm sure your reading would have been a good one, but I don't feel comfortable giving my money to someone pretending to be someone else. I hope you understand. Sorry for the inconvenience. Oh, LOL. I am the one, hun. You are wondering about the Cash App or what? I would have been like, girl, bye. Please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. I would have just blocked them. Like, honestly. I would have just blocked them. And then it sucks because their name is so freaking common. They might as well be named John Smith or Elizabeth Anderson. Like, and then update. They did not get their $60 back from Cash App. And I'm not surprised. Cash App is really, really horrible with their fraud, guys. They're so bad with their fraud. Venmo, in my opinion, is worse. But Cash App does not protect you when it comes to being a victim of fraud via their app. Like, at all. It's so trash. But they said thank you so much for reading. And if it makes the live, tell the tribe to like this stream. Well, it made the live. And thank you so much for sending in the story. I appreciate it so much. I'm about to put the chat up here so I can see what y'all are talking about. I hope none of y'all have gotten scammed like this. Yeah, I know, Nikki. It's definitely a tornado watch here in Jacksonville. We got the alarm earlier in the stream. Y'all stay inside. Be safe. I wish I would have walked my dog a few hours ago. Jeez. Avi says, I know people who have spiritual businesses and this happens to them all the time. There's so many fake scammer accounts, right? Like if you actually have a practice, people will try to pretend to be you to get business. Alondra says they followed a spiritual worker and a scammer followed them shortly after. I was going to say, I feel like they watch their followers list and then they see who takes the bait. Shout out to Jalissa. She said, but I'm about to just get my freaking $21 reading from my local woo lady and just call it a day. I know that's right. Yes, and shout out to Jay too. I think PayPal is like the most secure type of thing, but I mean, people like to argue that it's too much of a hassle, but you can definitely get a PayPal app. It's not that big of a deal. It's not that big of a deal. I agree, Nayala. If you don't accept PayPal, you're scamming. I'm not playing with you. I'm not playing with you. I'm not playing with you. Yes, every no problem. They say y'all got me cackling in the chat. Thank you, Naja, for reading. This happened at the top of the summer, but I did block them, and yeah, I didn't get my money back, sadly. But I am so appreciative. Yeah, y'all gotta be careful during Christmas and in the summer, scamming season. People get desperate and ridiculous, and they do the craziest things. But I'm glad it was only $60, not like 6 bands or something. Like nonetheless, that was still your money. That girl's dead freaking wrong. Like. Push and please says a good rule of thumb: if people can't spell, do not Cash App. Exact. Venmo, PayPal, or Zelle. That is so true. It's like, look, if you got typos and you texting, like, no, that's a mess. Yellow Hippie said, I got a text reading before, but it was only $20. Because I'm about to say, like, really, what can you do in the text? That's why I'm like, $60. Some people charge actual readings for $60. What the hell? Phyllis said, I'm going to Jesus for all my needs. Do not come for me. Look, see, I'm the type of girl, I paid for a reading one time in my life, but I watch readings that, like, resonate with me online. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't really go out my way. And I never had anybody try to hit me up on no scammeroony stuff. But damn, Jennifer said her ex got for a ban by a meme page. Look, see now, that's Darwinism. Like, how you got by the meme page? Golly. Y'all, please let me know in the comments if y'all have ever got by anything on Instagram. I gotta know the different I gotta be able to be on the lookout, because I got younger siblings that are impressionable and be on social media. I could see them doing some dumb stuff, like giving money to a meme page. So yeah, let me know, y'all. Let me know. Shout out to Callie in the chat. Welcome. Shout out to all of the mods, by the way. Shout out to all of you guys. We're going to move on to our second story, and it's just called The Herp. Trigger warning. This is obviously has to do with letting it burn, as the title suggests. I'm really trying not to get flagged by YouTube, if you can't tell. But yeah, this person's going to share their experience, and we're not going to be nasty. We're going to be kind, okay? So, hey, Naja, I'm just going to get into it. This is a sex ed lesson, so trigger warning, okay? First things first, get off of these dating apps, period. Point blank. Period. I'm going to share my experience on Bumble, which is just Tinder, but yellow. I see no freaking lies. I see no lies. So in December 2021, I met this guy on Bumble. I will call him Derek. He is a frat dude. He was real cute, dark, and fit. Like gym every morning fit. Oh, okay. We went on a date to a restaurant and went back to his place. I bought canvases and supplies to paint, and we actually painted. He didn't pressure me to do anything, but blah blah. The next time I saw him, we smashed. And then it just became a regular thing. Now it's the middle of March and I haven't seen him since the beginning of February. I met a different dude on Bumble that we're gonna call Zeus. Girl, you said, look, he's not trying to hit me up. I'm about to be on to the next. We're not about to be sitting up here waiting on no dude to give us no attention. She hopped right back on the demon app. She talking about I'm going to call Zeus. So I know the tribe loves Scorpio men. Shout out to all my Scorpios out there. Make sure you drop your sign in the chat. And you know what? I like Scorpio men too. He was Latino. And Latino men say all the right nonsense. And being a Scorpio on top of that, I was completely infatuated to the point of just deleting the app. Girl, he made you delete the app. Wow. He done talked you out of your boots, girl. Wow. He done knocked you out your boots. Y'all in the chat talk about, when did we say we like Scorpios? When did we say we like the Scorpio? Who said that? Who said that? Bro, not y'all really doing the most of the chat talk about, I never, ever like no damn Scorpio. Look, we're not going to do the Scorpio slander. Okay, we're not going to do the Scorpio slander. All right. So boom, she deleted the app. He was taking me out. He had a good job. He had a good relationship with his family. Just green flags all around. No, ma'am, because you got to account the one red flag of where you met him. So it's not all around. Okay, it's not all around. Okay. There was even a little time where we spent talking for 20 minutes about how God is a woman and man is nothing unless he has a good woman, and how Mother Nature is a black woman. And this may be weird to some of y'all, but growing up with one of those dads that hates black women and every black woman was ratchet and all this stuff, hearing this dude talk about this was a surprise and a relief. I'm about to unpack that in 1 second. Thank you so much, Victoria, for the donation. She says, I love you, Miss Naja. YouTube notified me late as fuck. Let me find out they doing you like Corey Kent shit. Look. Thank you so much for the donation. I really appreciate Corey coming out and talking about that, as well as the other content, the bigger content creators, because I know it's no freaking secret. It is an open secret that YouTube does have favoritism. Look at my subscribers, look at my views, and I be posting. Like, I have y'all in here, and y'all love being in here, and then y'all don't be getting no notification until I'm already done. Like, I can't tell you how many times as soon as I click the end stream button, a notification goes out, and I get multiple of y'all being like, hey, I just got notified. Like, so, yeah, I'm glad that we're starting to have these conversations. I might go into it a little bit more in depth in a different video. But, yeah, they got us messed up. But thank you so much for the donation. I appreciate it. So, basically, our friend said that they are just growing up with a father who always down-talked black women, and her being a black woman, hearing a man say uplifting things about black women was a surprise and a relief. And me personally, I feel like this man is one of the most dangerous kind, because it sounds to me like he was fishing for insecurities on like a deeper level, that because like, bruh, him talking, it sounds like he's trying to say all the right things. Like, oh, God is a woman. Oh, you like that? Okay, bet. God is a black woman. Oh, you really like that? Bet. Like, I just feel like, it feels like it's like a thing going on. I don't know. Let me know if y'all understand what I'm talking about in the chat, if y'all get that vibe. Like, I don't know if there's a word for it, but it's a little bit more deeper than telling you all the right things, because it's like going into a different type of insecurity that's like almost systemic, if that makes sense. I don't know. But yeah, that's how I feel about it too, Kaylin. Like, he kind of preyed on her a little bit. It's just getting weird. So we go on a few more dates. One time I get a call from him, and he's talking about when was the last time that I got tested. And this is the same dude, right? Because you met another guy at the gym called Derek. Okay, no, this is the first guy, Derek, from the gym. This isn't a Hispanic dude, okay? So we got dude from the gym. Oh, and by the way, just to say this, bro, your daddy messed up as hell for saying that, by the way. I don't know. That was just on my spirit. I just had to say that before I moved on. Your daddy's messed up for saying all that shit. Okay. God is a woman. So one night I get a call from Derek. He's talking about when was the last time that I got tested. I'm someone who is very careful, so I was tested before and after the first time we hooked up. He tells me he was exposed to the herp. So I think Mexican Poppy might be burning now, but I don't think Mexican Poppy gave it to her. But we about to see how Mexican Poppy act afterwards. But y'all know me, regardless of who the sender sends in to be the villain in a story, I gotta be objective. And like that whole like thing that his old slick Scorpio ass is doing, I don't know, bro. I don't know about that. But anyway. Um so he said that Mr. Derek got hurt. Now he said he was hooking up with another girl, which I knew about. Where I'm from, most guys sleep with multiple women at once. He said that the girl that he slept with was positive, and I scheduled a test to the clinic where they told me that I needed to wait another month because I didn't have symptoms of an outbreak. Damn. I scheduled it anyway. Damn, so that means the Latino Scorpio might not have symptoms of an outbreak either, and he might have it. Oh my God, y'all are so childish. Talk about somebody called 911. Y'all are going to jail. That's why you need to call 911. You're going to jail. I scheduled the test. They said they have to wait for a month. I scheduled it anyway with Planned Parenthood. And I'm panicked, of course. And I'm the kind of person that will start doing research on something and make everything worse. Guys, do not do that. You will psych yourself out. The initial symptoms for herpes is basically like having a cold or the flu and then the outbreak. So, of course, a few days later, I get all those symptoms except the visible outbreak. Jesus. Shout out to Casey. Thank you so much for the donation. It's good to see you. They said this is why I am celibate. this is why I'm celibate. I'm not trying to touch nobody at all. Like, I feel you, dude. Look, I'm blessed to be with the person I'm with now. I would be scared to be out in these streets. I do not blame you. So, I asked Derek, what was the timeline he was on when he was with the girl who tested positive? And it was a few times in December, then in March, right? However, she doesn't think she was exposed to it until sometime in late January, early February. So she was exposed way after the last time I saw him. Ugh. Shout out to Livy in the chat. Thank you so much for the donation. I appreciate it. They said, hey, Suge, I haven't been into a live in a while. Been busy with my new bakery. Oh my gosh, congrats. That is so interesting, dude. I am #exhausted. Watching your growth gives me motivation. Forever sending you good vibes. Well, thank you so much. Congratulations on your bakery. That is so unique and so cool. I'm gonna have to come and get me a little cupcake or something. Like, slide on by. I love sweets. I love sweets so much. But thank you so much again for the donation. OMG, that y'all do such cool stuff. Y'all do such cool jobs. So, Derek calls to tell me that his results were also positive for herpes. And I get an automatic voicemail that says, I am positive. So now I'm crying. I left work early, and I had done a ton of research at this point. So I wasn't too upset, but many people with it say that the worst part about it is the stigma. For the most part, it's just a rash. It's also extremely common when you ask to be tested. They won't test you for it unless you ask, which is what I had to do. Oh, okay, so I get what she's saying. She was like, so even though she went to get tested in the beginning when she was changing out partners, she didn't ask specifically for a herpes test. So that makes sense. So they made a treatment for it that wasn't selling, and there was a whole bunch of propaganda for it. I was really torn up because we use condoms every time. However, if it falls outside of the condom zone, you can still get it. So if it's on somebody's thigh, or some people having their fingernail, oh my God. So after sitting in my car, taking it in, I call Zeus, that's the Latino guy, and just let him know. Of course, he flips out, and he's like, what we got is done. Damn, he dipped, which I understand. I went into the clinic later that week to get the paperwork for it. Tribe, I should sue. The paper said that I didn't have, so there's different types of herpes. She said she didn't have HSV2. However, I did have HSV1, which is more commonly found as a cold sore, aka the Tasha K defense against Cardi B, trying to say that that woman had herpes. Child. Oh my God. I asked my mom about it, and she said I had a cold sore as a 4-year-old from getting kissed by a relative that had one. This is why I'm not about to have nobody kissing on my baby. Nobody ain't about to be kissing on my baby. Like, that is nasty. This is why, like, the blessing from the curse of COVID is, like, you're not about to be, no. I would be so mad. And the fact that your mom knows exactly who gave that shit to you, like, I would hate them. Like, bro, I'll be like, bro, what you did when my daughter was 4 is affecting her as a grown-ass woman today. Like, I want to beat you up. Anyway, he called me. So, okay, boom. I asked my mom about it. She told me what really happened. So I called Zeus back, and he was relieved. He said he really liked me, and he was actually going to look past all of it anyway because he liked me. I am so sorry, with love. This dude, no, he was not. He was about to leave, girl. I told you to look at how he be acting when you tell him. No. Talk about some. What did he say? He was like, oh, I was actually just about to look past it because. That man was about to leave you high and motherfucking dry and to burn by yourself. I don't like him. I'm sorry. I know that you like him, friend, but I don't know. Just keep your eyes out. Have fun, because it seems like you're not the type to get into anything too serious, but it seems like he's kind of getting you a little beside yourself and kind of making you a little bit more serious. You know, got you deleting your apps, got you cutting your homies off, got you thinking about being, a girlfriend or something. Like, I don't know. I don't know about Zeus. But whatever. I learned a lot from this. Technically, I do have herpes, but I've had it my whole life. No, I didn't give Derek herpes because he tested positive for HVS2 and negative for HVS1. So you basically dodged a bullet. Try, please be safe, because 1 and 2 are interchangeable. It's just skin-to-skin contact. You can get it holding hands. So get tested. Be aware of your body and health. A lot of people don't get tested at all. I want to give y'all one more little lesson. There is more than half the population has it. Oh my God. There is no stigma around cold sores, but you go down on someone while you have a cold sore, they can get it downstairs. Another thing she said is chickenpox is a form of it. Okay, look, I ain't no doctor, so I'm not about to be spreading no misinformation on what is technically herpes and what is technically not herpes, okay? I ain't gonna do all that, because there are people right now trying to say that chickenpox is the same as monkeypox because it's a herpes. Like, so I'm not trying to add on to that stigma, but I get what you're saying. Like, I get what you're saying. It's like, you can be a virgin and have herpes. Like, I get what you're saying. But yeah, like, I don't know. I know this wasn't really the Zeus show, but I'm just like, I'm side-eyeing Zeus because I'm like, damn, you were so quick to drop my girl. You were so quick to drop her. And if he said anything mean to you when you did that, he meant it. I want you to know that. He meant it. Let's see. What do you guys have to say about this story? Everybody's like, yikes, get tested. Christina said, at this point, I'm judging everybody who is serving without using protection. We are too damn old for real. No, seriously, like, if you're in your mid to late 20s and you over here talking about something, you don't like the way condoms feel, like, then you just can't have sex. I'm sorry. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, you need to grow the fuck up. That doesn't even make any sense. or oh, I don't need to get tested because my girls that I be with get tested. Bruh, okay, so you just gonna have the faith of your sexual health off of a he said, she said, instead of going and get your body checked out? Okay. Okay. Borderline Psycho said, this is why I don't touch people or let them touch me. No, I'm dead ass. Like, do not touch me, please. Don't. Casey said, I got a cold sore from sharing my mom's chapstick. Wow. I've never had cold sores before in my life, like on my mouth or like as a kid or nothing. I've never had a cold sore before in my life. And I always wondered in school, like when kids would get them all on their face, I'd be like, I ain't never had no cold sore. I don't know how I didn't get one because now I know all you got to do is just have a little sticky hand bandit on your... Ew. Ew. Let's see. Nulani says, yeah, my sister has type 1 because my aunt kissed her when she was younger. Oh my goodness. Why do these people want to kiss people, babies? Like, are you not aware that you got it? Like, do they think that by doing that, they're making the baby immune? I don't know. It's very odd. Very odd. And they do look like it hurt. Very, very odd. Very, very odd. But make sure y'all like the stream. I'm glad that you're doing better. I'm glad that you're feeling well. You're not going through no outbreak or nothing. And I'm glad that you're on top of your sexual health. But yeah, I'm sorry. I'm side-eyeing Mr. Zeus. I hope that he's still around. But a little odd there. A little odd. So, let's get into the third story. It's called The Time I Found Out That My Dad Was Cheating on My Mom and Kept It a Secret. Did I do the wrong thing? Hello, Naja and Tribe. I have been watching for a while and I really enjoy your videos, especially the Tribe Tea segments. Well, thank you so much. I couldn't sleep and I thought, this situation would be good to submit because it has been on my mind. I doubt my name will need to be used for the story, but you can call me Valerie. Now, on to the situation. So, to set the scene, this happened when I was pretty young, like grade school. So, sorry if it's a little fuzzy. So, one Sunday morning, my mom woke my sister and I up for church, and I convinced her to let me stay home by telling her that I didn't feel good. I can't remember if I was actually sick or if I just didn't feel like going. Now, my dad was on a trip to New Orleans, and I think he told us that he was going to visit family and friends, which later turned out to not be the case. So my mom, of course, was hesitant to leave her little kid alone in the house, but she eventually left and took my sister to church with her. Now, this is where everything hits the fan. I was sleeping, enjoying my lazy Sunday, when I hear loud banging on the door. So, of course, me being scared, I hid under the covers and ignored it. So I doze off again. You doze off. How do you have somebody police knocking at the door and go sound asleep? Kids are built different, bro. Because, like, I would be terrified. I would have been up throughout the night. It's like in scary movies and you see people go to bed when the alien is about to update. Like, how do you go to sleep? How do you get peace? I don't know. So, I dozed off again and later woke up to a loud voice by the window and somebody banging on the glass. I hid back under the covers when all of a sudden the window bursts open and I hear footsteps in the room. Once I heard the voice, I realized it was my dad and I felt relieved until I heard what he was saying on the phone. He started to have a whole conversation. So what'd you do? Did your dad bust through the window? Like, I'm confused. He started to have a whole conversation which started as, oh, I forgot they have church today. That's good because I can't talk to her for too much longer. My dad didn't go to church with us, so that's why he said this. My mom's Jehovah's Witness, but my dad's sister and I aren't. My nosy ass was interested in his convo, so I stayed hidden under the covers and eavesdropped. Then he went into detail about his week, talking about him. Bruh, this would have scarred me. he talking about some, I probably would have had to pop up from the covers. I'm sorry. He's talking about how he had all these sexual escapades during the week, talking about threesomes and trains and not using protection with people, like all types of wild things. And even though I was young and innocent and did not understand most of what he was talking about, I knew that it was not good, and I knew it was something he had no business doing. I probably would have just went ooga booga and like broke up with the cover. Stop talking. I don't want to hear this. Hey, I'm home. Hey, stop it. Like, this man is wilding. Y'all, we just got done reading a story about how why this is just not the lifestyle to have. You gonna come home, kiss your baby on the face, and give him a damn hurt because you out here being a rolling stone, having threesomes and stuff. Like, this is disgusting. Like, what are you doing? You're married. You have children. Like, what are you doing? What the hell? So I started freaking out about the info I'm hearing and wondering if I should confront him or tell my mom. I wasn't close at all with my dad at the time, so I thought confronting him was not a good idea. And I thought if I told my mom, because I'm a kid, he could easily convince her I was making it up. So I just stayed hidden under the covers until my mom comes home. The whole time, I'm just listening to this convo, right? I saw someone in the chat say the trauma. Olivier, yeah, thank you. The trauma. Because she even said she feels like that had like an effect on her, like mentally, you know, and no kid should be hearing stuff like that, especially not about their dad. So finally my mom comes home and greets my dad and asks him where I was. So I came out the room and the look on my dad's face was horrified. He started asking, was I asleep all morning, and how long ago was I asleep, and when did I wake up? And I tell him I was just sleeping and I walked out. And he kept repeating how he didn't even know I was home. So then I pull my sister to the side and I tell her about what I heard, but like less detail. I told her first because it's my older sister. I thought she would know what to do, even though she's only 3 years older. So we talk and we decide to keep it a secret. And until this day, she is the only person I have ever told. Sometimes I still question if it had even ever actually happened since I was so young, but I remember stuff in such vivid detail, especially when I told my sister. Later on, my mom found out about my dad, and he was actually cheating. She said she was in grade school around like 5th grade when this happened. So that would make her, like 11? And then if her sister's 3 years older, so her sister would be like a freshman in high school. She'd probably be like a 5th grader. If I was their ages, I'd be scared. Like, I would be genuinely scared to say anything. Like, I feel like if you guys were a little bit older teenagers, you would be more vocal about it. But I understand why y'all kind of buckled down and was like, no, we're about to just shut up. Like, so later on, my mom found out my dad actually was cheating, but she never knew about the New Orleans trip. When she found out, it relieved my guilt and doubts because, one, he still got caught, right? Still got caught. And they divorced, which made me think it was just meant to happen anyway, right? That's another thing because, like, you know, that messes up kids too, and they think they are the reason for the divorce. However, the good news is that my dad and I now have a greatly improved relationship because he has finally addressed his commitment issues and has gotten help for it. That is awesome. And I'm glad that y'all are able to talk because I'm sure that was very traumatic for you to even hear your parent in that light. Like, even as an adult, I don't really like hearing my father speak certain ways, you know? So, like, I can relate. But she says he's worked on himself over the years. And to end things off, do you think I made the right decision by not saying anything? It's not like I could change things now, but I can't help but to wonder how things would have been if I had told my mom or confronted him. Or maybe if I would have stopped hiding and let him know that I was home, then I wouldn't have to hear the convo. Anyways, thank you for your time and listening to this craziness, LOL. So, I'm going to put the chat on the screen. Yes, and for clarification, the dad was pillow talking on the phone to one of his homeboys or work colleagues. He was not talking to her. He did not even know she was there. Right? honestly, in my opinion, though, like, it really doesn't matter. And honestly, I wouldn't have told. If I was you, I would have been scared, you know. And it doesn't matter, because if a man is bold enough to have threesomes, trains, unprotected on a work trip while you're married with at least a minimum of 2 children, they ain't about to stop tomorrow. That's too sweet of a life. That's way too sweet of a life. You get to tell me I get to go make my bread, get my hotel paid for, smash whoever I want to smash, come home to a wife that has my house clean, my clothes done, my food cooked. He living the life. He gonna keep doing it. He's gonna be a repeat offender. Like, so he was gonna get caught regardless, you know. And it's better that it happened this way, so that you guys have a better relationship today and there isn't any blame or guilt, you know. I agree with Alexis in the chat. I would like to know, did you tell your dad that you heard everything, or are you keeping that one in the safe? Are you keeping that in the drafts, right? Mr. Matatas said, it's not your fault. You were a child. You didn't get it. It's okay. And I'm happy y'all are good now. Yeah, me too. Ebony said, honestly, girl, things happen the way it was meant to. Do not feel guilty. Michael says, hey, tribe, on a break from work. Okay, Naj, wig. Yes, what's up? I hope you have a good day at work. Oh, my goodness. Pushing P says, I feel like you did what you felt was best at the time. Right, and your sister helped you come to the decision. Phyllis says, my mom threw a vase at my dad's head because she suspected he was cheating. For years, she tried to get us to snoop on him. Damn, that's toxic. I always feel bad when people like make their children try to spy on their spouse. I always feel so bad. Jay says, since you were a kid, there really isn't a right and a wrong. That's how I feel too, especially about adult business. And I'm gonna end that on that. I really do agree with that as well. Cause you shouldn't even have been exposed to that. And even though it was like a slip of the tongue, it don't matter. That should have scared your dad straight. And it didn't. Because I'm telling you, dudes like that, who living like that, they ain't about to stop. They are not about to stop anytime soon. Anytime soon. All right, y'all. We are at the hour mark. So I'm going to come in with my last story. This is submitted by somebody in the tribe who I fuck with really hard, and I appreciate them. They're also a Patreon member. And the title is called, Is It Really My Business Though? Technically. Alrighty. Oh, and by the way, make sure you guys like this stream. And if you have any similar experience like the story that we just read, please put it in the comments below, just in case someone's actively going through it. Please put it in the comments below. It'll feel a little bit more relatable, you know, like that they're not alone. Because that's traumatizing. So, is it really my business? What's good, Big Notch? Nothing. Chilling. We here and we are back. It has been a hot little minute. You already know who it is, but I'm going to keep it anonymous just because of what this is about. I've been here since the first Storytime movie video, so your advice is top tier to me. Thanks. I always appreciate you. And this is not about a friendship, but kinda. So, of course, I left my bummy job back in August of 2021, thank God, and got one like a week or two later. Congrats. Love a fast turnaround. I've been at the second job ever since. Everything's been going well with this new job for the most part. I'm making nice money. The coworkers are mostly a lot better. And the environment just feels lighter. Every time I get a coworker I really fuck with, they end up just leaving me. Bro, doesn't that suck when you get a job that's so crappy and then you just vibe with like one person up in there and then they dip and then you're just sitting there like, wait. Like, I'll quit. Like, is that petty? I have done that before. Now, not in adulthood. Don't get me wrong. Not in adulthood. The bills got to get paid now. That's funny. But I, like, in high school, I signed up for yearbook, and when my homegirl wasn't in there, bro, I dipped. I was like, what? No, I'm not about to do this. Like, what are you talking about? No. But anyway, One of the recent girls that I fucked with was named, we're going to call her Timon, because she looked like Timon from The Lion King. Oh. So we were mad cool. We got pretty close. And one night I was taking her home from work and she was texting one of our managers who I'll call Croc. So she laughed and was like, this dude thinks I'm about to smash him. And she just busts out laughing. So I'm chuckling too with her, but focus on driving because I'm doing like 80 and a 40. You better stop doing 80 and a 40. Why would you even tell me that? You know I'm about to sit over here and scold you. Why are you doing 80 and a 40? I need you to be in here. I need you to be in here next week. I need to make sure you're okay. Do not do that, okay? I can't be losing y'all to the road, to the vehicles. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay. Oh, and shout out to Danica in the chat, by the way. Love you too, girl. So, I'm sorry. That just threw me off talking about you going 80 and a 40. So, Croc was talking earlier that day about leaving the job because of another manager who we're going to call Cashew. There's too many characters, friend. Getting on his nerves while we were driving. Timon was like, that dude can't go nowhere because that dude cannot go nowhere, i.e. he cannot quit his job because he is a registered sex offender. I was like, boy, ain't no way. And she was like, yeah, that's why he can't go to no other job. Who is she talking about? Croc was talking that day about leaving the job because of another manager. Oh, okay, so Croc. You're talking about Croc. The other manager's name is Cashew. The other manager didn't even need a name. So Croc is talking about leaving the job, but your homegirl sold out and said, no, he's a sex offender. He can't go nowhere. So I'm confused because I was thinking, if you're an offender, you're supposed to tell people so that when they're around you or something like that. And then I realized that there were kids working at that job. So why is this even allowed? Like, people under 18 work at this job. I don't know. See, now that's confusing because at first I was going to say technically the only people he has to tell is the hiring manager, whoever the hell's doing that, wherever he's living, and that's pretty much it. I mean, unless you're his neighbor, he really doesn't have to tell you, right? But also how people like this slide through the cracks is they'll usually have like a family member or a friend or a plug-in high up, and they won't even do no paperwork. They'll just slide him in. And it's kind of giving this because he's not management, but you're a sex offender working with minors. And so I'm like, what type, like, and I know not all sex offenses have to do with children, but I'm just like, sir. Now, granted, before I knew this info, I mean, the dude's been cool. He was actually one of my favorite. Oh, no, he is a manager. He's actually one of my favorite managers and my favorite to work with. He's definitely plugged in by somebody in a higher position. Then, but how did Timon know about it? Like, how did Timon find out? Timon was saying how even though Croc and Cashew got a little beef, she wouldn't report it because that would only hurt Croc. But the general manager that lets him work here, who I'm assuming also hired him, and Cashew are close. I'm so lost, but I'm not that lost enough to understand that there's just a conflict of interest going on here. So now I feel weird, of course, because I don't know why the dude's even on the list. Because you know it could also be from stupid decisions like peeing in public and like, yeah, I know. I feel like I should mind my business and keep it pushing, but in the back of my mind, I'm thinking like this dude should not be here. What would Naja do? LOL. Should I say something? Should I just sit back and keep my eyes on this shmoney? Watching a stream as I type this, got way more stories, but my work schedule has been ass for like 2 to 3 years, so I haven't been sending much. Finally able to catch the tribe teas again, so let's get it. Thanks for reading. Talking about the realest nigga to touch the earth. Oh my goodness. Okay, so what would I do in your situation? Honestly, me, I kind of want to grill Timon a little bit more. Who told you this? How did you find out? And then, depending on where you live, me, I'm even extra nosy. Like, do not get locked up and be around me. I'm gonna look up your record. Like, I'm gonna look at your mugshot. I want to know what you looked like. And that's what I would do. If you live, like, for example, in Florida, it's free. You have a free criminal database here. I don't know, but I would look up the county you're in, the online database. Look him up. Look him up. Look him up and see if it just, it's your curiosity just to see. But yeah, I mean, what are you trying to do? Like, what should you do? You said, should you say something? I mean, yeah, once you get more information, so at least you know what you're talking about. Because it's one thing to get into somebody's business and not know anything, not know what the hell they got going on, and now you look stupid. Like, now you over here thinking he touching on little kids when, like you said, he was just peeing in the park and got. But usually when people do that, they'll just get like lewd and indecent exposure. They won't be a full blown sex offender, you know. But yeah, you said all this good stuff about this job. I would definitely sit back and get this shmoney. But if you see that record and you feel like he's a danger to your minor employees, I would just go straight to go to the GM that is cool with Cashew, that is close with Cashew, since Cashew and Croc are beefing. Get what I'm saying? But only if it's like you really are like, bro, this dude might be a danger. You get what I'm saying? But in the same breath, there's also a chance that the GM already knows and is like related to him type thing. But you'd be able to find that out on your search too. But again, this all stems down on whether you want to like give a fuck or not, you know? So let's see. I'm going to put the chat on the screen to get you guys' opinion on it. Nyla talking about, I'm so mad you named her Timon, right? Oh my gosh. Pushing, please. Well, it depends on what kind of offense it is. That's what I'm saying. Like, it depends. Because what you don't want to do is be a Karen over something small. But a sex offense is not small. And then what if he doesn't even have one and Timon was just talking? Like, who told her that? Who told her that? Now, y'all talking about y'all work at Walmart. Oh my gosh. Hell to the nah is right, Quan. I don't even know. Alexa says that's his plug. I'm dead. That's what I'm saying. Like, who would you talk? Like, what would you say to who, right? Jennifer said maybe he was smashing in public. That is bold. That is really bold. Y'all said somebody really wants to know how I feel about a reverse BBL. I mean, a reverse BBL is just the same skinny culture that we had before the BBL. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Reverse BBL is not a normal body type. Reverse BBL will always be the opposite extreme, i.e., what the Kardashians look like now and what Natalie Portman, Nicole Kidman, everybody looked like back in the 2000s. Lindsay Lohan, everybody wanted to be, you know. So there you go. That's my opinion. Let's see. Jay says offenders can't work in professions related to children, medical, everything. That's what I'm saying. Like, unless you work at a daycare, bro, like, are you saying the minors at your job are like 17, 16? Still, like, you don't know. Because what if he was one of those people that was trying to do some Romeo and Juliet crap? You know, like, they could be at risk. Nikki said, I would do research, but kind of mind my biz too. Because if the GM knows, there's not much you could do, right? There really isn't. Because as long as they're cool with it, I mean, what can you do, right? What can you do? Well, if any of you guys have had a similar situation where you found out that one of your coworkers, maybe you had a sex crime and, you know, what did you do? What did you do about that? Let me know in the comments below, because you also don't want to make your own spot hot. You know, make somebody else your business to that extent. But that is all the stories that I have for today. Thank you guys for kicking it with me. I got a lot of compliments on this wig, so when this live is over, I'm going to be adding this wig to my Amazon storefront. This is her. I got it in brown. I'm about to say, you can kind of see like my little thing right there. There you go. I got it in brown. I've been buying all my wigs in brown lately. But thank you guys so much for the compliments. I really appreciate it. I appreciate you guys accepting my 80s vibe. I'm going to come on here in another video with another mullet type wig. I really appreciate the love. What the hell is going on outside, child? If you guys would like to be on my channel with your story and your submission, all you have to do is email me if the ticker want to pop up. All you have to do is email me at tribetea@shopvoodoochild.com. It's in my description. Sorry, my little ticker is not working. I don't know why it's being so... Oh, there it goes. It was being stubborn. But yeah, you guys can email me at tribetea@shopvoodoochild.com to send in your stories, whether you need advice or you just want to tell a story. There are rules, okay? Keep it cute. The rules are also in the description. There's a whole YouTube video you can watch with the rules, how to send in receipts, all that type of stuff, you know? What else? I'm trying to think what else. I already told you guys about the calendar. The shop should be back up fairly soon. Thank you guys so much to everybody that signed up for the subscription for when I do open it. Not y'all calling me Naja Fawcett. Thank y'all so much. Thank you. All right, I gotta go. I need to stop. I'm doing too much. Thank you guys again. Thanks to everybody that sent in a story. Thanks to everybody that sent in a super chat. And thanks to all of you in the live chat for participating. And future thanks to everybody in the comments that's going to give some people some advice. I will see you guys soon with another rant video this week on the Jeanette McCurdy's I'm Glad My Mom Died. And what was the other thing I was going to talk about? Oh, the Corey Kenshin also. That's coming up soon as well. So probably going to talk about that on the Naja and Daniel podcast on Friday, though. Pretty sure I am. All right, that is it. Thank you guys so much for kicking it with me. I will see you next time. Peace.